Hi everyone, my name is Aaron. I'm Janelle's husband, and I have the sad job to share that Janelle passed away earlier this week. We had gone to Edinburgh for our 25th anniversary, and she was so excited to tell you about that trip, and we even recorded a couple of videos while we were there. But when she came back, she was feeling very short of breath, and at first we thought it was COVID. And her COVID symptoms came and went, but the shortness of breath continued on. And then we brought her into the hospital on June 5th, and we found out there that her cancer had come back. She had beat cancer a couple of years ago, but it had come back in a different place, more aggressively. And from June 5th until this past week, she was in the hospital, and then she passed away on Wednesday from complications due to cancer. So I'm sharing this video with you to tell you a couple of things. First of all, to tell you that she loved the Booktube community so very much. I remember when she first stumbled over Booktube. I think it was 2020 or 2021. I'm a little fuzzy on the dates, but I was at a business meeting. I traveled to New Jersey for business, and she had messaged me because she had been on YouTube and was looking at maybe some kind of how they made a movie that she enjoyed. And then in the sidebar, for suggested videos, she had seen a video about a book, and so she clicked on it and watched it. And somehow, whether it's a Booktube hashtag or just other suggested videos, she kind of fell down the Booktube rabbit hole, and within days became engulfed in the world of Booktube. And she messaged me while I was on my trip. She said, "I'm in this whole area of YouTube I've never heard of before called Booktube, and how have I never heard of it? This is amazing." And I remember she watched so many Booktube videos for a long time, and then I kept encouraging her to start her own, and she was a little reluctant. And then I believe it was coming up to March Mystery Madness of whichever year she started, and she decided to start, and she jumped right in with both feet, as she did with everything else in life, and she did daily videos for March Mystery Madness, and that was her first taste of being a Booktube participant, and she loved it. She loved it. She loved books so much, and what she liked about the Booktube community was that here were other people engaging with her on the very things that she enjoys spending time doing. And she would often mention many of you by name, so we would often talk about Booktube in general. But then often she would mention the names of people who were commenting on her videos or connecting with her in other areas like Discord, for example. And for her, you in the Booktube community were a real community. You were her people. And then when COVID happened, and then she got cancer shortly after, you were there for her, and you were an avenue for her to still engage with the world, even when she was kind of stuck at home and only going out for chemotherapy. And I remember so many things that the Booktube community were doing for her, providing her with encouragement and special messages, cards and notes, and kind gifts while she was going through cancer. And then just recently, when she was sick again after our trip to Edinburgh, I had posted about it on the community section of her YouTube channel, and I had a number of people from Booktube sending her cards. And so I grabbed a couple here. One is from Beverly. Thank you, Beverly. Another one is from this one here with some chocolates. Is from Hummingbird Bibliophile, and there were others too. I just happened to grab these before I sat down. So I just wanted to thank you Booktube community for everything you've done for her. I would love to thank each of you in person, but I know I'm going to miss out on the names. My mind is distracted and kind of overwhelmed still right now. So I'm not even going to attempt to name the names. But if you've engaged with Janelle, if you've done a readathon or some kind of like reading challenge, or she was on like a Zoom with you, I heard about it and we talked about it and she was so excited. And then when she passed away, I've been cleaning up and you just kind of doing the little things you need to do when someone passes away. And so in doing so, I stumbled over so many of the Booktube things she had prepared or even still was preparing to share with you. I know, for example, she had been building this Agatha Christie universe, trying to draw the connections between, you might not be able to see this very well, sorry about that, trying to draw the connections between Poirot and Marple and Ariadne Oliver, and we talked about this map all the time in my house. And then when I was looking for some paperwork for the hospital, I stumbled over, I can't tell you how many lists of books that she has put together. And this stack here, I don't know if you can see this, is a huge stack of notebooks and papers of just ideas that she's had, or recommendations that you have made in one of your videos that she wrote down because she wanted to track down a book that you had suggested. She's got calendars of things she did for Booktube with some of you. And one of these notebooks, I can't remember which one right now, but one of these is like all the videos that she wanted to do and had hoped to do and planned to do in the future. She's got an around the world reading challenge where she colored in maps of the world for different countries that she was reading about. And then there was another one here I wanted to point out. Yeah, like characteristics of books to watch for, things to watch for when she's reading, a reading challenge here. I'm not going to go through it all. I just wanted to show you that she loved the Booktube community. Not only were you you rallied around her, you were her people, and you loved the same things she loved, which is just immersing yourself in the world of books. So I want to thank you for that, because it gave her something to be so excited about. She loved the Booktube community. And so for that reason, I'm going to keep her channel up, and this will be the last video. She hasn't recorded any more for me to do, for me to publish. So this is the last video, but I'm going to keep the channel up because I know that, somewhere she is surrounded by books reading right now, and she will especially love to know that there are other people in the future who are tripping over her channel and discovering new books, new historical mysteries that she's recommended. So I hope that you would continue to stay active in her videos, watch them and read the books that she recommends, because in that way you carry on her memory. So I want to thank you, Booktube, for being her community and for encouraging and igniting the flame of love that she had for books, and for sharing that love with her. And I hope that you continue to keep reading, because that will make Janelle so very happy. All right, Booktube, thank you so much. Thank you.